Breaking news, Nigerians. WIKE floors ATIKU as Chinda emerges minority leader. The supreme battle between the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP Atiku Abubakar, and the former governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, over minority leadership of the 10th House of Representatives climaxed yesterday. And Nyesom Wike's appointed aspirant emerged minority leader of the House, displacing Atiku's choice. The leadership Friday gathered that Wike's favorites emerged through a consensus and during a meeting of the PDP minority caucus at a prestigious hotel in Abuja yesterday. And it was learned that Atiku's choice, Honorable Oluwole Oke, was compelled by the prevailing consequences of by the prevailing circumstances, I beg your pardon, at the meeting to pull out of the race. And then Wike had favored Chinda, who represents Obiakpo Federal Constituency of Rivers State, against Oke, representing Obiukun Aride Federal Constituency of Osun State, who was also projected by Atiku Abubakar himself. And the caucus unanimously endorsed Chinda, a development which compelled Oke to step down. And also, yesterday, a member of the House of Reps elected on the platform of the Labour Party, Honorable George Ibizo Makom, emerged as the deputy minor leader of the House. And at the meeting of the Labour Party's minority caucus, held at the National Assembly complex, Mr. Ozodim Obi, who represents Anyocha Njokoka Federal Constituency of Anambra State, also emerged through a consensus. And his arch rival for the position, who is also the Labour Party minority caucus leader, Honorable Afam Victor Ogene, was also forced to step down, following the anonymous endorsement of Ozodim Obi by his colleagues. And it was gathered that the aspirant of Ogene, who represents Oboru Federal Constituency, crashed in the wake of the overwhelming popularity of the Uzodim Obi, who hails from the same constituency with the Labour Party presidential candidate in the February 25th election, Peter Obi. Then Atiku and Nyesom Wike, in the aftermath of the general elections, had returned to the trenches after the minority leadership of the House of Representatives. You see, the two PDP leaders, it was gathered, left no stone unturned in the plot to outwit each other in the countdown to the inauguration of the 10th Assembly. And findings, have revealed that the duo mobilized members of the Green Chamber on the platform of the PDP and other opposition parties in a bid to gain advantage. And Wike had engaged in relentless hostilities with Atiku ahead of the February, presidential poll, leading 4 of his colleagues under the aegis of the G5 governors to work against the presidential bid of Atiku Abubakar. So, my country people, you see, Wike have fight dirty over, the leadership of the minority leader. And Friday recalls that Chinda, who projected for the same job in the ninth assembly, lost as his principal was outwitted by his colleagues led by the former governor of Delta State, Ifeanyi Okowa. And Okowa has supported Honorable Ndidi Elumelu from the Anyocha Oshimili Federal Constituency of Delta State, who eventually, won the slot. But already it was confirmed that Chinda and Uzodim Obi's names have been forwarded to the leadership of the House of Representatives. And specifically, it was gathered that Chinda and Uzodim Obi were represented to the Speaker of the House of Reps, Abbas, by the leadership of the minority caucus on Thursday. And with the meetings of the two major minority caucus, the PDP and the Labour Party, were held at different venues in Abuja yesterday, Thursday, where the Reps minority leader and the deputy minority leader were elected through consensus. And members elected on the platform of the PDP, which is the main opposition party, met at Nikon, where Honorable Kingsley Chinda from Rivers State emerged as the Reps minority leader, and Honorable Chinda was favored by the former governor Nyesom Wike, who has been mobilizing human and material resources to ensure his victory. And you can recall that the ex-governor Nyesom Wike also supported Chinda in the night assembly. He lost in the night assembly, but he made it this time around with the help of Nyesom Wike. So it seems that Nyesom Wike is now playing the role of a kingmaker. And Chinda challenger, Honorable Oluwole Oke, who was actively supported by the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, was forced to step down when it became clear to him that his colleagues overwhelmingly preferred Honorable Chinda. And the members did not want to hear the name of anyone associated with Atiku Abubakar. So Nyesom Wike have really succeeded in bringing Atiku Abubakar down. And for the Labour Party, which was allowed to produce only one of its members for the position of the deputy minority leader, and also the majority of the Labour Party, the 35 members favoured the emergence of Uzodimobi and as the deputy minority leader of the House of Representatives. But the leader of the Labour Party caucus, Honorable Ogini, who also showed interest, was effortlessly shoved aside as he could not garner reasonable support, and Ogini was forced to withdraw from the race. It was easier for the aspiration of Uzodimobi to sail through easily because he supported the aspiration of Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Tajudeen Abbas. So the two minority leaders have emerged through consensus and their names have been forwarded to the Speaker. So my country people, now so the matter dey be o, Nyesom Wike don floor Atiku Abubakar this time around. He don throw am to the ground, and people have been advising Atiku Abubakar to go and rest because it seems that Nyesom Wike is taking over the People's Democratic Party. So guys, what are your thoughts concerning this? I'm dropping here.